Hello, my brothers and sisters. This is me again, Samuel Sami Kamara. On behalf of the Special Case Show and Echoes from Sierra Leone, I have a video that I want to share with you. This time, this video concerns what is currently happening in South Africa. This phenomenon they call xenophobia, whereby black citizens in South Africans are killing other blacks because they feel those blacks have gone to South Africa to steal their jobs away from them. Because of this competition, these people have become hate mongers, and they are killing other black people because of jobs. And this thing has gone out of hand. When you see this video, you will see why I am so enraged and outraged, because this is inhumane. You cannot believe that another human being can do this to another human being, especially black on blacks. This is unreal. I cannot believe it. So anyway, let me warn you that this video is very graphic. So if you know that you are weak at heart and you are prone to crying or prone to getting very, very emotional because of graphic scenes, because this video is very graphic, I'm warning you now. So be careful. So I just would like for you to watch this video and react. If you love this video, I mean, well, you don't have to like it because of the content, but if you really don't like what is happening, in the video, please feel free to share it, as I'm not sharing this, saying no to xenophobia in South Africa. You South Africans, remember that it was the black people that fought for your freedom that you're not enjoying. So now you're taking the rights and lives of other black people in South Africa. People like from Sierra Leone, people like from Ghana, from Nigeria, from Guinea, people from Somalia, people from Zimbabwe, and even other people from South Africa. You're killing your own black brothers and sisters. Why are you doing this? You need to stop. Black people is not your enemy. We are not your enemies. We fought for the freedoms that you're not enjoying in South Africa. And so now you're taking other people's lives. Only because you think they've come there to take the jobs away from you. No. Don't let the system make you kill your brother, man. Come on now. Lucky Dube told you this in many, many songs. Bob Marley told you this many, many times. And so many other musicians have been telling you this all along. But you failed to listen. Now you've dropped to this low level of killing your brother men, your black brothers and sisters, only because of jobs. You think they've come to steal your jobs. We are not your enemies. They are not your enemies. So you need to stop, okay? So I'm saying no to you guys. You need to stop. You need to wake up. Wake up. You've been sleeping too long, all right? Stop killing other black people.
When I came out into the street to just get some general photographs of the environment and the debris from the previous night's looting, I just heard some screams and some shouting. And I looked down the road and I could see a group of men running towards me. So I ran towards them, and that's when one of the attackers had actually managed to get Emmanuel on the floor, and he began to hit him with a monkey wrench. I just kept getting closer and closer, and at one point I was maybe 4 or 5 meters away. These guys, in my opinion, they look like hardened street thugs, criminals, just by the intensity of and the way they moved and the expressions on their faces. They wanted one thing, and that was to kill Emmanuel. They wanted his blood, and nothing was going to stop them from doing that. After the attack had finished, there was extreme kind of heaviness about the mood. Emmanuel was kind of just sitting there. I still remember him looking straight in my eyes. He had quite a shocked, sort of a dazed look on his face, and he waited a bit, and then he started walking up the road away. So I started looking around, trying to speak to some bystanders to try and make sense of what had just happened. And then someone shouted to me and said, the guy has just fallen down. So our car that we arrived in was very close to where the attack took place. And then we took him to the hospital whilst, he was sat in the back seat. I kept trying to ask for his name and that sort of thing, but he wasn't really able to speak to me yet. We got him to the hospital, and we got him onto the stretcher, took him in. Then he was wheeled into a theatre, closed the doors, but I could see through the gap that the nurses and the doctor were administering CPR to him, and that carried on for a good 20 or 30 minutes before I think they just eventually had to give up. He still had all his possessions on him. He had his cell phone and he had about 285 rand in loose notes in his pocket. So for starters, he wasn't robbed. He didn't have any ID on him, but they managed to find a couple of numbers on his phone. They made some phone calls and managed to locate a family member of his who they spoke to, and they confirmed that he is indeed Mozambican, Emmanuel Setole. This kind of level of violence it's deeply disturbing to me, and it's shocking, and I'm sickened by it. I'm really disappointed. I'm sickened, and I'm extremely angry. I'm angry with the men that did this, and ultimately I'm really upset that our efforts weren't successful in saving Emmanuel's life.